Hi, this is Jay Smith. Do you like poetry? Well, you have come to the right place. I've written poems on everything from human evolution to history to running, for sailing, and some stories as well, even in Spanish. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy this. And hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, see you later. This poem is called Hitching a Ride. Deep in a galaxy humans call our Milky Way, life has a planet in its sway. Fantastic little creatures evolve and roam. They call this planet home. These microbes' energy comes not from their sun. It was too red and weak for them to run. The breakdown of minerals was their secret to survive. From these they made their living and a hive. Iron, sulfur, and carbon they could eat. All they needed was water and a bit of heat. For eons all was well. There was no need for multi-cell. But nothing continues forever, this we know. Events and processes are always on the go. Over the horizon an asteroid appeared. On its impact much life disappeared. But life here was in its trillions and trillions, whereas the impact just wiped out millions and millions. Some rocks were blasted into the sky, some went even more high. Around their M-class star they did spin, some years passed, and then certain rare rocks escaped their sun's gravity. Now they became galactic voyages and free. Such rocks were not totally sterile and cold. They carried minuscule spores in their hull. These passengers were sealed inside, protected from the vacuum and the cosmic ride. As their sun's gravity did recede, into deep space they did speed. On and on these tiny spaceships flew, unconscious of time and distance into the blue. Who could say how far they traveled as millennia of time unraveled? But much time passed and some rocks fell into another sun's gravity well. Now around this G-class star they revolved much debris, contributing every kind of rocky variety. Planets made their ellipses, occasionally experiencing eclipses. Our spores have almost completed their ride. Perhaps fate was on their side. They circled a planet, rocky and wet. Maybe their journey will be successful yet. Through an atmosphere they did speed, driven by gravity, air currents, and need. Some fell on oceans blue, others landed on landscapes anew. Rocks impacted, spores were thrown free. What they encountered next is important historically. It's a molecule called H2O, the solvent that makes life go. Spores awoke, they ran riot with glee. Now everything was a possibility. From such beginnings, life abounded. Surely one could be astounded. After some 4 billion years, a creature arose that could think and walk on its toes. It would conjure up this beginning story in all its essence and glory. Now, we don't know if this hypothesis is true, but it could be the origin of me and you. It's not difficult to contemplate that this history and Darwin returned our fate.